Hi, I'm Amber Helmbrecht, the owner of Still Magnolia Salon. Most of you know me, but some of you don't since we're posting this on a YouTube channel, so hopefully it'll go viral. That'd be really cool. So I am in our esthetician's room, and I want to tell you a little story about something. It's funny now, wasn't funny in the moment. So picture it, it was Valentine's Day. And I thought, ooh, I'm gonna wax my armpits because how hard could it be? And I'm mostly trained to do aesthetic stuff, but I don't do it. So I just was gonna wing it like I do most things in life. So I'm in the salon by myself, and I take off my shirt, I'm in my tank top, and I have my little mirror that I'm holding like this so I can see my armpit. And I apply this wax to my armpit that is for faces. So that was red flag number one. And mind you, you can't really see your armpit, so the whole time I'm like chasing myself around the room like this, trying to see what's happening. And I apply this wax and it was like hot as lava on my armpit. Your armpits are sensitive. I had no idea. Who would have thunk it? So get it on there, slap the strip, rip the strip, and the hair is still attached to my arm, except for my skin is off. It was awful. So now I'm in panic mode because no one is here with me and I have all this wax in my armpit. I have clients to see, and what am I gonna do? So I'm applying more strips, no hair is being removed. Some of the wax is starting to come off, but it was the worst experience ever. I had to use baby oil and still my arms stuck to my skin the rest of the day. Every time I'd go to cut someone's hair, I'd have to like rip my skin off to be able to function. So I share that story with you because I feel like someone has bought the microwavable wax, which is basically what I was using. It's kind of the same concept, and you have also found yourself. I hope you haven't put this in your other places because that was sensitive enough. I couldn't imagine trying to do any other place at home by myself. So that brings me to introduce our lovely esthetician, Kimberly.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Corbett. I'm the esthetician at Still Magnolias.
Yes, so she's here today and we are going to wax my armpit on video for you guys. And we have comprised a list of questions that are common to her industry and what she does. Kimberly, what exactly do you do as an esthetician? What is your...
I do several things, but at Still Magnolias I wax and I am doing tinting for eyebrows and eyelashes, and I'm soon going to be doing microdermabrasion and lash lifting and lash extensions.
We have a slew of things coming for Kimberly, and if you put any makeup on your eyebrows, eyebrow tint is the way to go because it certainly cuts down your makeup time.
And especially for people that don't wear a lot of makeup, it brightens up your face a little bit.
Yeah, so that's a little bit about what Kimberly does, and we are going to go ahead and shut this down so we can set up for my armpit wax. Please bear with me. I'm going to try not to cry during this because it was pretty painful when I did it myself. But before we do that, let's just go over, for one, what's the importance of coming to you versus trying to do this at home? I feel like that what I was doing at home was probably contained a lot of bacteria and things like that.
Everything that I do is very sterile. I clean everything. I make sure I clean before and after each client, use different sticks and all that stuff. And also I make sure I have the best wax for everybody. It's professional wax and not store-bought. Also, I've been trained. I am also trained to do it. I went to school for it, so I kind of know what I'm doing, and I've learned from many mistakes.
And I think I've heard you mention before that waxing opens the pores, so that's where bacteria comes into play.
You need to keep everything clean even while you're in the middle of waxing.
Correct. Okay, so your kitchen sink may not be the most sterile place to do this. If you're microwaving and then holding a mirror, it's not going to work out. You might get some salmonella in there or something, I don't know, but it sounds terrible, doesn't it? So the other question I did have for you though is why would I need to come to you versus hopping into my local nail salon? What would be the difference there?
Well, at the nail salon, they're not licensed estheticians, they're nail techs. They don't do all that stuff. They shouldn't even have wax kits where they are. And so going to their nails and going to do waxing are two different things. And
Correct.
when you do nails, it still can be dangerous, but they should be sterile in that area because that's their field.
All right, so there you have it. I've been guilty of hopping in at the nail salon, and in school I did learn that they were not licensed to do that, and there are things that can happen, burns, your pores are open on your face, so all of those little things add up, and you can really burn yourself or get an infection. So coming to see someone that is licensed is very important. So, all right, well, are you ready to get started?
Absolutely, are you?
Yes. All right, so here we are with my nice hairy armpit. I've grown out for a week for Kimberly. I know she's super excited to dive in there. And we have Julie behind the camera who is going to be asking common questions. And also, if you have additional questions, please feel free to message us, and we'll definitely have Kimberly get back with you if you have something that we didn't think of. So what's happening now, Kimberly?
I just cleaned the area to make sure that there's no sweat or deodorant or anything like that, and all the bacteria and dirt is gone.
Well, I'm sorry for you, but I did not even put deodorant on today. But
Well,
I did shower.
That's a good thing. Yeah, you don't need deodorant on there.
What is the best way to prepare for this service? Or any waxing service, really?
Well, you want to make sure that you take a shower, obviously, but you want to not take a shower before, like less than an hour before you wax, because it makes your skin really soft and it can cause bruising.
Okay, so we don't want to look like I had a hickey in my armpit, right?
Exactly.
Look at that. I was talking through that. I mean, it doesn't feel the best, but it's not the worst either. And I'm not panicking now because a professional is ripping these strips for me. So clean the area, but not right before.
Yeah, you want to take a shower. It's the hot water and the steam that softens your skin from
And
your
that
shower.
definitely opens up the pores too.
Absolutely.
Could that hinder what's happening with the wax? Probably.
Could be.
What about deodorant? I did not wear deodorant today because I knew this was happening, but what about deodorant before and after? Should that be left out?
It's okay if you come in with deodorant because I'm going to clean it off anyways, but you should wait about 24 hours before putting deodorant on.
Okay. And why do we need to wait 24 hours before we put deodorant on?
Because when you wax, it opens your pores, like you said, and deodorant can get in there and cause infections and clog your pores.
And I wear gel deodorant. My husband specifically, he loves sharing deodorant with me, by the way. So I feel like it would burn like fire if I put it on open pores.
Probably.
What'd you have on your list, Julie?
Okay, so one of my questions is, if I was a client, how long does it last typically when you get a wax?
Depending on the area, but it lasts about 3 to 4 weeks, and you should come back every 4 to 6 weeks.
And it's normal to see some bleeding with armpit waxing, correct?
Yes, because your skin is really sensitive and thin in that area, and
Which
your
I never
hairs
would
are
have
coarse.
guessed that
Yeah.
that your skin was sensitive. I mean,
Well, your arms rub together all day, and it creates the skin to be really thin there.
oh, that makes sense. I would have thought it would have been calloused, which I don't think my armpits feel calloused, but that's kind of what my thinking was anyway.
When you're waxing, does it typically hurt?
Also depends on the area, but usually it does. I mean, your pain tolerance and the area and how often you get waxed all has factors.
Right, because the more you come, the less
less
sensitive it is, yeah.
Exactly.
So 4 to 6 weeks doesn't just keep up with the hair, but helps toughen up
With
the
pain,
area.
yes. And when
Okay.
you come back more often, it makes your hair a lot thinner, which makes it less painful.
Oh, the hair gets
Oh.
thinner.
Of course.
My armpit hair
That's
is
why
the
you're
worst to
doing
keep
this.
up with.
So
Okay.
when you wax, does the hair just come out straight from the follicle?
Most of them do, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes hair will break off, especially in underarm areas, because you are moving your arms a lot and it causes your hair to break off. And so whenever you get them waxed. If they're really thin or anything like that, they can break off really easily. But most of them should come out of the follicle.
And that's why typically...
You're all clean. So we're going to moisturize it and then we can move to the next one.
I feel like I can still function today.
Yeah, it's not so traumatizing.
I was thinking I need to take the day off. I'm not gonna lie, Kimberly. I went to lunch and drank a beer just for this. But that's not good, right? Why are you not supposed to drink before a wax service?
Because it thins your blood out. And like you said, it does make your armpits bleed sometimes.
Yeah.
Shouldn't
Did
it?
mine?
No, it didn't.
Well,
bleed.
that's good.
No, I felt like mine
It
bled
had
more.
like one little spot right there, and that was it.
Yeah, that spot felt a little more tender. But...
Yeah, that was it. That's all your blood.
Well, good. Am I good to put this arm down?
Yeah. And you put
I
the
don't
next
think
one.
I want to. Oh,
Does it hurt?
no.
Yeah.
Do I need to flip around, or are you just gonna work around it?
I'm just gonna
Okay.
You're good.
All right. Step
Move your
2.
bra. There we go.
So if someone has a lot more coarser hair in their armpits, are they gonna bleed a little bit more?
Yes, they will, and it also has to do with if your hairs are a lot closer together, because it'll pull more of the skin up a little bit as they happens. And so the coarser your hair is, it's pulling through the skin, and the follicle and the root is coming up as well, which is creating a hole as it comes out, and that's why it bleeds. But it's like the smallest hole ever, so it closes back up, so when I clean it, the bleeding stops.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, yeah, that is interesting. It all just clicked.
Yeah, makes a lot more
What's
sense.
happening there? Yeah. Okay.
So how old do you have to be to come get a wax?
It depends on each place that you go, but for me, you have to have a parent's signature if you're younger than 16.
That's smart. And I think we had someone reach out and ask if you see plus size clients.
Yes, she
which
did.
I feel like I'm a plus size client, and I'm perfectly comfortable here with Kimberly. Any wax service is okay as a plus size client, correct?
Of course. We will take anybody that wants to get waxed.
So what kind of wax do you typically use? I know you mentioned earlier that you use professional wax.
Yes.
Explain
I
to us a
use
little bit.
hard wax because it doesn't stick to your skin like soft wax does. And so it just dries to the hair and pulls out just the hair, so it doesn't cause bruising or anything like that.
Mm. Do you typically wax females that are pregnant?
Yes, I will. It's actually, it's very safe for pregnant girls to get waxed, and whenever you are pregnant, you have more hormones, which causes your hair to grow more. And so most pregnant women want to get waxed to get rid of all of it.
Oh, so that's actually pretty common then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I feel like I'm learning so much with you, Kimberly.
Thanks. That's what I'm here for.
My other question is, can you tan and wax?
No, you cannot. You should not be tanning and waxing at the same time, because when you tan, it burns your skin, and that'll create injuries when you're waxing. And then when you're waxing, it gets rid of all the dead skin, which can cause you to burn even more.
Interesting.
Sounds painful.
Yeah, so don't do it. If you would like to tan and wax, then you want to wait 24 to 48 hours after tanning or before tanning.
Gotcha. Just to make sure if you did wax first, that area is like healed.
Yes.
So if I was coming in, should I exfoliate before or after getting waxed?
Well, exfoliating is great and it pairs very well with waxing, but you want to wait. Like I said, when you tan, it gets rid of, or when you wax, it gets rid of all the dead skin. And so when you exfoliate, it also gets rid of the dead skin. and you want to be careful because you don't want to do that too much. And so you want to wait about 72 hours before waxing and 48 hours after waxing.
So I noticed that as each time that you apply, you're grabbing a new stick, correct?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because I'm rubbing it on her skin and putting it back into the pot. So the next client I use is using the same wax. And so I need to make sure that it stays clean.
Sanitary purposes.
Of course. Everything has to stay clean.
Yes. Good. So we know Kimberly's making sure everyone is and everything is sanitized.
Of course. We don't need infections. It's awful. Alright, you are very clean. We're going to moisturize that side and you are going to be done.
Did you moisturize this side? I can't remember.
Yes, I did.
Oh, I feel it now that my arm is up.
You feel a nice breeze?
Yes.
So when I come and get a wax, what should I wear?
You want to stay comfortable. You don't want to wear anything too tight, and cotton is the best. You don't want anything to rub your skin too harsh, or it can cause ingrown hairs.
We don't want that.
Yeah, we do not want that.
All right. Did you have any other questions, Julie?
I don't think so. Do I put lotion on before waxing?
No, you should not put lotion on before waxing. You can, but I'm going to take it off anyways because then the wax isn't going to stick to your skin properly.
And definitely not after.
Yeah.
Well, you moisturize.
You have to make sure it's a non-comedogenic lotion, which means that it won't clog your pores. Anything, serums are really good to use, and any like body oils are good.
I don't think I have any questions. Do you have some questions?
I think we're all set then. Thank you so much for being featured on our YouTube channel today.
Yes.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you again, Kimberly.